So, this car pull up, and it's like 3, 4 guys in the car, man. And they like, oh, y'all in line for them shoes, them Concords. Man, we got sizes. So, we see a guy. He like, man, what? He was in the back of the line, so keep in mind, he probably wasn't going to get it no way. He like, yeah, what size y'all got? Y'all got a 10 and a half? He like, yeah, we got a 10 and a half. He like, what you want for it? I think dude said like 400 or something at the time. So he like, man, I got 400 cash right now. What's up? They like, yeah, we got you. Hop in. We got him around the corner. And everybody in line was like, shit, don't get in that car.
Right, hop in is
Hop
crazy.
in, it was nuts, bro. He hopped in the back seat too.
Damn, dog, you made that beat?
I ball like Tabo.
Had to cut them off and push away, they know I'm still lit. Life of a boss, I eat my body, but I'm still rich. Had to change the circle, focus up, make us all rich. Ain't seeing what I'm seeing, I can never beef about no small shit. Talking money, yeah, I'm all in. I'm brick bear with my team, rest I'm ball with.
Peace, love, and light to the world. We back again with another episode of In the Skin. I'm your host, Sean Smith, and we here with the one and only Ryan, Sneakerhead, Panda, Allen. That's a long ass name,
You feel me?
but it's dope.
Panda in the building.
I like it. What's up with you, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm nervous,
Why
man.
you nervous?
It's been a little minute since I had a tattoo, man. So
Okay.
we gonna get them raw emotions, though.
Yeah. We got to. But before we get into it, tell everybody about yourself. What you got going on, the tattoo that we doing today, and why you getting this tat, what it mean to you.
For sure. So I'm Panda, long time sneaker collector. I've been collecting shoes for about 14 years. I'm currently now in this content creation space, trying to find my own niche. It's my second year in now. I feel like I'm starting to gain my traction. I'm starting to gain some wheels. So really just the tat I chose today was, getting the word Panda. What that means to me is it's a brand of myself. Um, I'm a huge sneaker lover. I love everything about shoes, bro. From how they smell, how they look, the colors, the details. And so me choosing the name Panda, man, that was just, I'm a little heavier. So, people used to call me Panda all the time. And I was like, man, I kind of like that. And I started just looking at, different things. And I was like, man, it just kind of stuck with me. So I kind of took the name on. And so, now it's just creating my own light in my area, my field. And, what better way to do it than getting it tatted on you? Because that's for life.
Exactly.
It's something that can't be taken away. And so I felt like it was only right that, you do it for me as well. So I appreciate you having me, bro. This means truly a lot to me, um, because it's also a representation of who I am, and me embracing that every single day and trying to become the best version of myself that I can be. It's inspirational, and to be able to look down now daily and see this, it's gonna mean so much more because these are memories that I'll never forget. So I'm excited, um, and I thank you for the opportunity, bro. For real, it means a lot, and it's always love, man. It's always been love between us, bro. So I want to continue to ask you to never stop, bro. Always, keep your dreams and goals higher and higher as you go on because um, as you start climbing that mountain and you don't see nobody there, it can get, what's next, what's next. But you can always create more goals, more aspirations. And, man, just never stop, bro. Never stop. You're an inspiration in the city. You're one of the best to do it. And I just want to be able to give you your flowers on your show.
Right on.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate it.
Because like it's truly what you got going is inspirational, bro. Like St. Louis, we don't have many people that do things and do them the right way. You know what I'm saying? So we spoke on that before. Like to have all this and continue to build your dream. You know, you never know who you inspire for the ones that come after you.
Right.
So, man, just keep going, bro.
Love.
Love, bro. You already
Love.
know what it
I got
is,
gloves
bro.
on, but
For
I
sure.
appreciate it. I appreciate it, bro. It mean a lot to have you on the show. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day, your schedule to even allow me to put something on your body for the rest of your life. Like it's an honor. So that's love.
Yeah, for sure.
Right on.
Nothing but it, bro.
Right on. So before we dive in, I'm gonna kind of talk about the tattoo that we doing today. To my tattoo lovers out there, the tattoo community, tattoo family, whatever you want to call it. It's so today, as you heard, we're doing Panda. So it's going to be uh the style is pretty unique. I like it. It got sharp edges and stuff like that. But it's gonna be like a negative space tattoo. So I'm gonna shade on the outside of it and leave the inside more of his skin tone. Uh, for the line work, I'm gonna use a 15 round liner. And then for the shading, negative space shading on the outside, I'm gonna use a 23 curve mag, something big to cover up space so we don't be shading forever. And then machines, I got the Bishop wand and the Packer and the shader wand. So yeah, let's get to it. Ready?
I'm ready, dog. Let's
Let's
do it.
go. So, bro, tell me about your first tattoo experience.
Man, so my first tattoo I got, um, I was 16, and at the time, it was the initials on the back of the arm. Man, that was the thing that was going crazy at that time. Um, my mom finally had allowed me to get a tattoo after months of me asking. um, and I got my initials on the back of my arm, man. And sometimes I do regret it, but I feel like, you know, it makes you who you are. Your tattoos you choose, like, you know, your space is where you are in moments of time.
Yeah.
Um,
So, do you believe in cover ups?
I don't.
No.
I'm gonna say this: if you're doing it on the cheaper end, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, because like not everybody can afford to go to a proper tattoo artist. Um, some people might have friends, family that's getting into it that might need somebody that, you know, kind of use as a dummy. Um, so I mean, at times I feel like no, not really. But there are times I feel like yeah, you should be able to cover it up if you want.
Yeah, I agree with that. Cause a part of me don't be believing in cover ups because I feel like what you saying, every moment, every tattoo reminds you of a moment in time,
Absolutely.
and I feel like we should embrace that, unless it's like you said, unless it's something that truly needs to be covered up.
Yeah.
But that's what's up. How was that first tattoo experience like? What was your emotions like?
I ain't gonna lie. I was pretty nervous at that time. Um, I had never felt a needle. I didn't really know what to expect. Um, but once we kind of got started, I kind of decompressed a little bit. Um, and it wasn't a bad experience. My first tattoo I got done at I want to say it was T Dogs.
T Dog?
Yeah, and man, it wasn't a bad experience at all, man. My mom, you know, once she finally saw that I got it, even though she approved it, she wasn't a fan because she felt like I was marking my body up. But
Yeah.
um, she got over it though, eventually.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
How many tattoos would you say you have so far?
So this would make, if we count the initials individually, I really count them as one. But if we count individually, um, that'll make, this will be making five for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good, good. So you still got a lot of space.
man. And I feel like that's the part that I'm more conscious of now. Um, when you young, you just kind of want the look fresh out the gate. You don't want to take the time to really um, like analyze your tattoos. You want to like. And for me, I want to look like AI.
Right. That was definitely the
That was
inspiration.
that was my goat at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like with him with the braids and he come in two full sleeves attached. Like I want to look like that. And I didn't really have a meaning. Like if my mom would have allowed me, I probably would have a 2, 3 on, like full of just nothing, like stuff that didn't really mean nothing.
Stuff that look good on the outside but have no
Yeah,
no substance.
no substance at all. Now being a little older, um, so when I got these tattoos, I was like 24 when I first started. Um, my whole thought process when starting my leg is I wanted to do a whole bunch of things that meant something to me. No matter how long it took, um, I just wanted to have thought in every one that I placed. So that's why I started with my tours. Um, I started with that one because I'm a tourist. My birthday was May 1st. Um,
That's dope. Happy belated
I
birthday.
appreciate it.
Shout out to all the tourists out there.
All the tourists, man. Tourist gang. I started with that because I felt like the tourist symbolizes kind of who I am. I'm very strong-headed in moments. I'm also loyal, so that's a part of the zodiac signs for people that fall into all that. Um, but I also had a theme for my leg. I wanted to make it like a horror theme. So when I first got the tours, I wanted them to like kind of look a little demonic, even though my energy is always good. I just wanted it to be um, kind of just a little different, a little scary.
Yeah. To show
Um,
you serious.
yeah,
Show it serious.
for sure. And then my second tattoo I went and got on my leg, I got Michael Jackson. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. Um, I just believe like he's one of the greatest entertainers that will ever walk this earth.
I agree.
He was somebody that took his craft serious, um, and the amount of effort and um, just dedication he put into what he did. Um, I just always admired it. Although I'm not able to dance and sing, I always kind of inspired to be like Mike, man. Um, and so like Thriller was a no-brainer for me. I always loved that video. So I was like, man, if I could get any Mike tattoo, it would have to be a Thriller tattoo.
Yeah.
So I got the Thriller on my leg, which by far was the most painful experience I've ever experienced.
The back of the cab ain't no joke, man.
Man, that back calf took almost 6.5 hours, and I felt every minute of it. Um, and I mean, it came out how I wanted it to, um, but it meant a lot to me. And then I went and got the Joker. That was my last tattoo I got. Um, I love Heath Ledger. I think the Dark Knight movie was. There's so many good lessons in that movie. From Batman, even the Joker was um, somebody that like he was made to be a bad guy, but he had so many good intentions in a weird way. Um, but like I just love how Heath played that role. I love what the Joker kind of stood for, even though he It was a little crazy. Um, it was a kind of no-brainer. I had to get that as well.
I
So,
think that's the best. He played the best Joker.
yeah, by far. I like the guy who did Suicide Squad, but that just wasn't
Leto.
it wasn't the original Joker like feel to me. It was
Yeah.
more modern. It didn't feel like back in the day when you watched Batman, what you thought Joker was.
Yeah.
You ain't feel like that.
I think that's why they probably put him on Suicide Squad versus if they would have put him in as Batman, but they would have
Yeah, it would have
ruined it.
ruined it for sure. I ain't gonna lie.
That was just kind of appealing to the younger, newer generation. I feel like.
Most definitely with the grill and it was more modern for sure. So man, so I want to ask you some questions if you don't mind, bro.
Yeah, mine, bro. You can't ask me nothing. This is an interview about you. This is your flowers. I'm just here to do your tat. Nah, you good.
I'm curious, man. Obviously, I stated that you one of the best in the city to do it, man. What made you get started
I
tattooing?
appreciate it. Uh, I always been an artist. So if you think about an artist as that that one person in the back of the classroom that's drawing on the homework, like
Yeah,
that was me, just kind of out the way to myself. But that's what started tattooing. Honestly, I've been drawing since I was a kid. I grew up in the house a lot. My mom, and my great aunt, which is my mom, she adopted me. She she was protective as well, and we lived in the city, so I would used to sit at the front door, just kind of looking outside the door, watching the cars pass by. But to pass time, when I got tired of watching TV or whatnot, like I would just draw, and that's where I found my peace, like my happiness. So graduating high school, it's like we all get that pressure of, all right, what you about to do? Like, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? You finna go to college? What's up? Like,
yeah.
so I planned to go to college, but my last semester I changed my mind and I was like, I want to do something that I could see myself doing for the rest of my life that I enjoy. And instantly, when you think about that, or that freedom, you instantly go back to what you was doing as a kid because it was innocent, it was pure, it was just what was making you happy.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, I was always into art, but I'm like, all right, but now I gotta find something that I can make a living off of that still keep me in that space. And that's what was that was tattooing for me. So to be able to move freely and then still be able to create and help other people create and express themselves as well.
That's crazy. So I gotta ask this: where do you see yourself in 10, 15 years for your platform, your space, your brand? Where could you see yourself taking? You know what I'm saying? The overall aspect of what you do.
In 10 years, overall, I see it, obviously, of course, I see it worldwide, you know what I'm saying? But I see it more into the philanthropist space, like the humanitarian space. Like just being able to give and build communities with it. And like, I don't think that cross a lot of tattoo artists' minds. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a free industry. It's like
Yeah,
we wake up, we technically draw on people for a living, so we kind of don't have that responsibility. But it's like we could literally take this and change, like, and impact our communities.
absolutely.
So even by doing a podcast, shining light on people like yourself through tattoos, like it's just I just see that in 10 years, like communities, schools, um, providing opportunities for kids that don't know what they want to do but have talent but need help. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's where I see it, honestly. Just being a vessel through my passion or through the gift that I was given. If that answered the question.
No, for sure. And I think that is dope that, you know, obviously I don't know much about the tattoo field, you know, so I don't really know like what you would call a prime. Um, do you feel like you in your prime right now? Or you feel like you just getting started?
I feel like I'm just getting started, bro. But that's crazy. That's been a question that's been on my mind though. I'm like, dang, like what is a prime? Like what is a prime to you? Like
To me, the prime is of whatever you do is really putting a I'm not gonna say cap, but just like when you feel like you master something and you doing it at a high level, you feel like overall you can compete with the best of them. I feel like because it can go in different aspects. Obviously, for me, it's more of like a sports world or something to that nature. But for you, I feel like if you feel like you can compete with any tattoo artist or you know you at the point where obviously tattooing is not something that everybody can do. Everybody can't draw. Everybody can't, what I'm saying, do what's necessary to make dope art.
or
Um, so I mean, for you, it would be like to the point where you just like, man, you feel comfortable with everything you do. You feel like obviously you can always get better, but like it's not much that you can get better at. You know,
yeah.
you put your 10,000 hours in. Um, you've really like mastered your craft. And now you just kind of utilize it daily to create the space and an area that you want to feel.
I can see that. It's like I would want to say yes, but I don't want to say yes at the same time because I feel like I do have more growth potential, especially with the artists I see today. Man, it's crazy how talented they are.
Yeah,
But I do feel like I have a lot in the bag, and I think that uh, I'm in a space where I can, like you said, like I can utilize my talent to open up other avenues, but also still grow.
yeah,
Like so, I wouldn't say it's prime, but it's like right in between there. It's like I'm at a good enough space to where I could be a little bit more free, creative, and give other people opportunity, but at the same time use that to allow me to continue to motivate me and grow as an artist. So
yeah.
it's not really. I don't think it's a ceiling. So
I think it's dope. Obviously, I'm in tune with what you got going on as well, and I think it's dope that you don't limit yourself. Like you've expanded your brand, you've expanded what you do. You got the skincare line, um, the academy, being able to share your knowledge that really shows like true leadership as well. Because a lot of people gatekeep, man. Like,
yeah,
but you willing to share what you've learned and how you really move on a day to day with young artists or people that's new to the field and trying to become one of the best. For you to just have so many like different ways and opportunities to create that space for them, I think that's dope alone, bro.
right on. The goal is to always become the gatekeeper, but in a more positive light. So like instead of holding it closed, opening that mug up, like
Yeah,
for people that don't really get those opportunities, just being that person. I think that's what keeps me going for real. It's bigger than me, bro. It's bigger than both of us.
yeah. And I mean that's something that man you can literally travel city to city, bro, and do the tattoo experience of the academy, bro. That's not far fetched, bro. And it's like, man, I've seen the work that you've done on people. Like you got so many people in the city that represent your artwork well. So to be able to put that on a bigger platform like a Vegas, Miami, to where like you got so much influence that you know what I'm saying. It just it's continuous, bro. It's dope, man.
Well, that's the goal, man. We taking it worldwide.
Coming across this shit, motherfucker.
You got a podcast, don't you, bro?
Yeah, for sure, bro. So I started Panda Sneaker Talk with the envision of just being able to talk about the old days. Um, I was big on like camping out for shoes, and I made a lot of relationships um, with like some of my friends and stuff through like camping and raffles, and I just wanted to have that feel back. Now everything is so app based. You don't have a chance to really build them relationships like you once could. Um, but I just wanted to really like talk about the old days, like talk about like I'll give a story for example, man. I'll never forget. I was in Head Panda line for the Concord 11s, and we had came out like 11 o'clock the night before, and the craziest shit ever, man. Right before they was getting ready to open up, is this big sneakerhead named Mike. He pulled up, he walk in, he take like 7, 8 per out. Mike had money. Mike was kind of plugged in, so I see him. I'm like, yo, Mike, what up? He like, man, oh, what's up, man? He was like, yeah, you might as well go somewhere else, bruh. They ain't got too many pairs in here. I'm like, damn, Mike, what size you got? Mike was a 13, 14. I'm a 13. So I'm like, damn, Mike, what you would sell that for? He like, oh, these ain't for sale, man. He's like, yeah, you might as well not even wait, man. So once people heard, like, he was talking to me, like, saying there wasn't that many pairs, people started panicking. Concord was a big deal at that time. And, we end up still waiting because we like, well, we gonna see what's left. And, man, it was just people in line just, chatting. And you know how that talk get to amping up. And as we got closer to the time, people start getting antsy and really just irritated because the fact if it wasn't no shoes in here and everybody been outside waiting the whole night, it was gonna be a problem. And so, this car pull up and it's like 3, 4 guys in the car, man. And they like, oh, y'all in line for them shoes, them Concord. Man, we got sizes. So, we see a guy. He like, man, what? He was in the back of the line, so keep in mind, he probably wasn't gonna get it no way. He like, yeah, what size y'all got? Y'all got a 10 and a half? He like, yeah, we got a 10 and a half. He like, what you want for it? I think dude said like 400 or something at the time. So he like, man, I got 400 cash right now. What's up? They like, yeah, we got you. Hop in. We got him around the corner. And everybody in line was like, shit, don't get in that car.
Right, hop in is crazy.
Hop in, it was nuts, bro. He hopped in the back seat too. So, man, he ended up hopping in, bro. And, I think the line might have been like, it might have been 30 more minutes before they opened up. So they opened up, they started moving. Of course, like some shoes going out, people buying what they can get. And we get to the front. Of course, they ain't have our size. We just kind of like dipped out. But like we was thinking, we like, damn, they never brought Buddy back.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what happened to that situation. But man, just having stories like that, man, you know, every release had like a unique experience.
Yeah.
None was the same. But I just wanted that feedback, man. So when I created the podcast, I just wanted to be able to have a platform to talk just with my fellow friends and like other sneakerheads that you know experience those times like that.
Right.
Um, and then like now, I want to move into something a little different. Like my goal now for my podcast is to not only you know talk sneakers, but I want to do episodes with different stores. I want to go in and you know show everything about the store, whether it's how the store is set up and designed, down to like what's the most unique thing that they have in the store that's available.
Yeah. So almost
Um,
like a tour
yeah,
in a sense, like a sneakerhead tour type.
for sure. Because when I sat down and you know when you really want to create something like what I'm doing, you got to kind of be creative. Um, and I just was like, you know, how can I be different and create content that would make people want to watch?
Right.
And I think being able to, obviously, traveling is a big thing for everybody. You know, everybody loves vacations. Everybody loves going to different cities to potentially get something that you possibly can't get where you live. So, like, ultimately, I want to travel to, you know, pretty much every sneaker consignment shop. Like, outside of, like, I don't really want to do, like, Foot Lockers or anything like that. I want to do, like, legit sneakers, like, consignment shops that, you know, buy, sell, trade stuff. Cause that's what kind of what I'm into, man. I like the idea of the art. I like the idea of the fashion. I love the idea of the shoes, of course. Um, but being able to showcase what each individual store brings. Um, and I kind of want to be like the point where it's like, well, let's see if Panda got an episode about this store, and you know, hopefully it can turn into something even bigger.
Right.
But I just want to be able to that would be fulfilling for me to be able to travel to see those stores, to be able to like connect with those people and just build relationships that's kind of gives me like a feel of like the old days.
Yeah. I like that, bro. That's unique. And it also allow you to shine light more on the smaller businesses. Bro. I think that's
Yeah,
very
absolutely,
important.
absolutely, man. I was just in Minnesota, man, and I got a chance to check out some stores in Mall of America, and even like the consignment shops out there. Um, it was completely different from stores that we have here. And I got a chance to network, you know, and hopefully we can and lock down a date and um, get some work done with that store. But I mean, it's just that aspect of it, like just being able to travel um, and just kind of fulfill my passion of just seeing different things and trying to find something unique in every spot. That interests me, being able to see like something different. Um, every store has a different mindset. You know, you got some that try to keep it original. You got some that try to make it the most appealing. You got some that's just like come in and just find something like thrifting almost.
Yeah.
So I think that experience alone is it should be highlighted.
That's dope. I like that. What made you get into sneakers in the first place?
Honestly, um, when I was younger, man, my mom, um, you know, she always made sure that I didn't want for anything, as long as it was within reason. Um, obviously, like, you know, we couldn't afford like every pair of shoes that I wanted. Um, so that kind of what drove me when I got older. I always said like, when I get older of age where I can make my own money, I'm gonna buy nothing but shoes. And You know, my first job, man, I worked at Six Flags when I was 15, making like $5 an hour, bro. And
Hey, that's a lot at 15, man.
man, for real, bro.
Running it up, no bills.
Man, no bills, no nothing, bro. Like my check after tax, I think was like 95 to like I think the highest I ever made was like 120. And at the time, like, you know, my mom would be like, you know, is this all you want to spend your money on is just shoes? And like at the time the Mills was cracking. Mills was like Mills was a place to be. And I would go in there and she'd be like, you sure you want to spend your whole check on shoes? And I was like, yeah, I don't want nothing else. And of course, like, you know, I couldn't afford to pay for the whole thing, but she would cover the what I couldn't cover, and like I used to be happy, bro. Like at that time, Jordan Fusions was going crazy. Like they had just dropped that, and man, from there on, it was just kind of like a done deal, bro. Like I just every check I got, some of it went to shoes, if not all of it. Um, but I've always been a fan of sneakers just because of like different athletes that wore 'em. Like I was a huge fan of Randy Moss, and when Randy Moss signed with Jordan, he had like indoor cleat shoes, and I was so like you know as a kid you just kind of you don't care what nobody think. And bro, I was wearing them cleat shoes as if they was like real sneakers, bro. Like my mom was like, "You crazy? Like these real turf shoes," and I'm wearing them
Fashion.
like they real shoes, bro. And it just kind of created like a love for me, man. Cause um, like even Allen Iverson, man, he was a huge part of like my like sneaker love. All the answers, the questions,
Man,
the design on them, the colorways that he had, like
that's what I was gonna say. The colorways was so crazy.
crazy, bro. And I just that's what I fell in love with, man. Being able to have multiple shoes and different colorways, different patterns, different details. And as I got older, my passion just it fueled just differently. Um, so like now I'm a lot more selective on what I buy now, just because I got so many shoes.
Yeah. How many pairs of shoes would you say you have?
At the moment, I'm probably sitting at I got them in different places, so
Different places is crazy.
so like I still got like a collection at my mom's house. I got a collection at my house. But I say overall, I would probably say somewhere around like roughly 200. And that's like
Ooh.
that's me getting rid of a lot of stuff too. Like if I would have kept every shoe, I would easily probably be 500, 600. Um, but like at some point, it's just certain shoes you know you'll never wear again. Um, like I don't know if y'all remember Griffey's when Griffins came out. Oh my God, bro! Like, but like that shoe will never come back. Like I don't think people will wear that no more. Like it's more like modern shoes
Yeah.
now. Like it's about comfortability. Like but back then when it was just like strictly like fashion, like Griffey's couldn't lose at the time.
That was when the sock game was
Sock
crazy.
game went crazy. When Elite Socks came out,
Boy,
man,
triple stack, double stacking them on.
that shit was nuts, bro. But like, it was the trend. Like, it started with, you know, the Elite Socks, then it moved to the colored socks. Then, like, it's evolution of fashion, bro. And I think it's always like I feel like Jabot's getting ready to come back. Like we right on that line where it's like people want to go to have like throwback parties and 2000s parties and all it takes is like the right person to wear it and then everybody gonna jump. Um, But like they say, history repeats itself. I'm interested to see like what's gonna happen. I can definitely see it.
Yeah, the baggy, long tee, tall tees, and
Yeah.
yeah, I see it.
When Kanye started wearing like the Earl Pasta shit, the kind of schoolboy prep look, like shit started getting tighter. Everybody started dressing a little different, but like now it's starting to get back to that bagginess, that looseness, that comfortability. Um,
Yeah, I was about to say I'm all for it. That comfortability.
that's everything, bro. Like, don't nobody want to sit in an outfit where you uncomfortable. You know you look good, but you uncomfortable as shit. You can't two-step to the left, you know what I'm saying, properly, because, you know what I'm saying, this shit might not look right. But I know that right now it's definitely comfortable, even with the shoe game. Like, a lot of people don't wear Jordans no more because they not comfortable.
That's a fact.
And, like, I know we kind of talked off camera a little bit, like, Vomeros, man, like, that shoe alone, the colorways that they coming out with, the comfortability of the shoe, like those are the type of shoes that's like taking over. Like Adidas with the Gazelle shoe for women, like they want that shoe that's simple but stylish but comfortable.
Exactly.
So I could talk about shoes all day,
I'm
bro.
all for it.
There's so many different avenues that you could speak on, man. And it's a shoe for everybody. Multiple shoes.
That's a fact. So like when on a regular day, like what shoes you throwing on besides the UGG slides? Cause the UGG slides comfortable. I ain't gonna lie.
Super
I
comfortable.
had like the boot. Like it was like that, but it was more like a boot with the
Yeah.
shoestrings on it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a fan of Uggs. I wasn't at first, until I put my foot in one, and there's nothing like a fresh pair of Uggs when they fit just right, and that the insole and inside of it is unmatched, especially in the fall time. Fall is my favorite season. So once it started cooling down a little bit, I couldn't wait to pull the Uggs back out.
Yeah.
Um,
That shin boy.
that shit hitting, boy.
Overall, how this tattoo feeling?
I ain't gonna lie, it's not hurting as bad as I thought it would. Um, but I'm loving how it's coming out right now.
Okay. Hopefully you still love it
Um,
when it's done.
absolutely, absolutely.
It ain't too much I can do about it if you don't.
Nah, bro, we in it for life, bro. Let me ask you though, what's your favorite tattoo you've ever done? I know it's a moment that stands out more than others.
I would probably say it's a torso piece I did. Usually I try to be like every tattoo my favorite, which it is, just simply off of the principle of being able to tattoo, you know what I'm saying, in the moment.
Yeah,
But I would say the torso piece. And the reason I would say that is because it was my biggest project and my first biggest project. So it's more of a sentimental like experience overall, you know what I'm saying? So it was
when
a
you,
lot of hours put into it.
I was gonna ask when you tattoo, do you really like become one with somebody when you? I know some people just get tattoos for the hell of it. But I know a lot of people like really have a lot of meaning behind their tattoos. Do it feel like you get to know somebody better when you kind of tattooing through different people?
Yeah, 100%. I've tattooed, for example, portraits on people. I've had people literally like cry in my arms after seeing a tattoo that I did of somebody that they lost. So like stuff like that definitely. Tattooing is very spiritual, honestly, and I think I learn that more and more the longer I'm in the industry and the older that I get. But yeah, I definitely agree that the yeah, it's definitely a spiritual bond within it. That's why I think it's very important on who we allow to tattoo us, who we allow to put stuff on our body for the rest of our life.
Yeah,
Cause that energy of that person is is going into the tattoo. Like,
legit. What's your favorite tattoo that you have?
I got a couple, but I would probably say the one on my face is my favorite. And I used to honestly hate it when I first got it. I was like, why the fuck I do this? But like as I got as it as time passed on, it grew on me more. And the reason I say it's my favorite because it says stay woke, and the whole meaning behind that is really just being aware of the world and what's going on around you, and not falling into, I would say, the matrix in a sense. Just being conscious. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like a daily reminder of that as well. So I consider that my favorite one because our mental is everything. We are our mind. So we can stay on point mentally, then we can be anything.
Man. So I do want to talk to you about something, you know what I'm saying? I know that you've been on this journey um, just with yourself. Um, being able to like meditate, work out, um, kind of just shed that and tread that positive light. Um, how's the journey been going for you so far?
It's been going good. It's been it's been going good. When you ask like how's the journey going, what you mean as far as
Like, do you feel like it's in a sense making you stronger at what you do on a daily? Um, as far as tattooing, as far as just moving through life.
100%? I got more. I have a lot more. I've built a lot more patience and understanding of everyone in the world around me. I feel like making time for ourselves is very important. So to make sure, like I wake up at 3 in the morning. So and it's only it's very important to me because it allowed me to be selfless. You know what I'm saying? So by the time everybody else wake up, it's like I can give myself to the world and be that vessel that we here to be. And I think meditation and yoga and working out and stuff like that has allowed me to be able to do that. So it's like if I don't get that in, it's like you might not get the best me.
Yeah,
And I think the end goal isn't even about me in a sense, but it has to start with us and me. You know what I'm saying? It start with
absolutely.
you, but it don't end with you. And I think that's what that has brought me to realize. Like I got to get myself straight, make sure I'm straight. That way I can be able to give my all to the world, to everything.
That's real, bro. I know we talk a lot about, just positivity and um, shedding light. And I think that's important, man, because, honestly, like, none of us live forever, man. So I think our time here is, um, you want to make the best of it, man. You want to feel your best. You want to do your best. You want to look your best. Um, and you got to take steps towards that every single day, man. Um, so what advice would you give to somebody that's, you know, lost in the world right now that doesn't quite understand, where to move or how to move, what advice would you give them to get to a state to where you are, even though you still learning and growing every day?
At that part, I would say, um, put yourself in a position to always learn, be learning. So, and then in order to do that, it all start off of your routine. You know what I'm saying? Your routine is, I mean, the root word of routine is root. So if we all essentially we plants, so we're nothing without our roots. So
Absolutely.
I feel like having a solid routine, but your routine being set up that to allow you to grow daily, like it's bound you bound to have success, bro. Like for
It's
real.
inevitable.
So that's what I would say. Like giving yourself time to sit with your thoughts and connect with yourself, your higher self, and journal, like and really take time to reflect. That's another thing that I've been talking about lately. I feel like the world is designed for us to move and be on go so much. Is nothing out there that's telling us like, yo, like sit down and just
Yeah,
reflect. Reflect on your day,
yeah.
reflect on your week, reflect on your month, your life. Like so reflecting is very important as well. But overall to answer your question, just having a routine that allow you to be in a growth mindset and setting your routine up into objectives. Like I don't really believe in goals. I mean goals that show you like all right, you on the right track. Goals is like a checkpoint. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
objectives is way more important.
that's
So
real.
I believe in objectives, bro.
That's real, man. I feel like, man, I'm getting you in your element, man.
Oh yeah.
You preaching, dog.
That's what that's the type of time it is, man. But you like you say, we be having these conversations, bro. Like you already know, and then you went to the gym. You back. You been going in, going hard.
Yeah, man.
How do
Locking
you
back
feel like
in.
that's helped you?
It's definitely um giving me a lot more mental sharpness. Um, Obviously the hardest thing is starting that process. Um, as humans, we talk a lot about what we want to do, what we want to accomplish, where we want to be. Um, but to actually put that work in every single day, even if it's as little as 10, 15 minutes towards your goal is important. Um, and I think for me, it was, you know, right now I'm chasing my old self, bro. And sometimes it's better to chase that than somebody else, or you know what I'm saying, because you know how you once felt, and once you feel it, you want it back. So for me, it's been a journey. It hasn't been perfect. Nothing is. Um, but like I've been enjoying being back in the gym, um, getting back in my word. Um, and it's in a sense helped me out a lot in life. Um, Cause I did get to a point where I didn't have a lot of mental clarity. And we all get lost sometimes, but to stay lost, you know, you can't let that happen. So it just feels good to be back on track, um, and really just staying consistent, bro. That's been the big thing.
That's amazing, bro. I'm proud of you because
Appreciate
I
it, bro.
can I can relate to what you mean as far as when you say you chasing your your older self. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like, do you feel like the world is like designed to like pull us away from that innocence and that childhood,
I
that
do.
freedom. You know what I mean?
I do, bro. I feel like sometimes as of lately, I feel like life is simple, but we complicate it a lot of times. Um, Sometimes simplicity is the best thing we need, but we just taught to like chase so many things that aren't simple, and it causes us to, defer, and it throws us off track, man. Um, Not to get too deep in it, but I think the United States is made, to run a certain way, and I think if they wake too many people up, the problem is you'll have too many leaders.
You won't have an economy, right?
Yeah. Um, so I try to stay conscious of that in everything that I do, because I mean at times it can be challenging to not follow that path.
Right.
It definitely takes some discipline and will. Um, but you also got to know who you are, and I think a lot of times we don't listen to ourselves about who we are. We try to be somebody that we're not.
Right.
Um, and social media, unfortunately, plays a big part in that, because social media gives you the ability to be whoever you really want to be. But I think sometimes we might find more happiness in just going back to our original roots and the original things that made us happy.
100%. They try to sell us. They try to give us artificial
Definitely,
pleasures.
absolutely. I mean, I get it, man. It's so many ways that you can take it, but the reality of this country is sex, money, and drugs, man.
And overconsumption.
Yep, especially overconsumption, bro. Even as it's what we eat, man. It's crazy, bro. Talking. You know what I'm saying about diet and all that's it's just important as anything else, bro. Because you are what you eat. That's the reality of it.
Literally.
Um, and you hear it so much, but sometimes it just takes you trying it out to really feel the difference. Um, and it's so hard, bro. Cause I remember at one point, bro, cheese didn't come on nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like now, cheese is on everything, and it's just like those are the things that it's so simple, but it can cause such a bad reaction in your body, man. Make you sluggish. It can make you, what I'm saying, anything to lose sight of what you trying to do, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, I feel the difference in the things that I eat, man. There's times where you eat lighter or you eat what we call healthier, and you feel amazing. But then you get a steak, you get what I'm saying, some pork, and it just change your whole energy, your whole mood.
Yeah. You taking on the energy of that animal.
Yeah,
Most of the animals getting killed in fear, so or rage. Then we wonder
man,
why people be bipolar and shit. Like,
yeah, bro.
is that chicken, cut?
But it's really having that discipline to be able to stay with it, bro.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
easy to start, but to continue every day,
Yeah, it's a challenge.
for sure.
But I think once we make it through that threshold, I think it's like a month to like a 3 month threshold of like consistency. Like once you
Yeah,
do that,
you good.
yeah, it's like automatic. Just reprogramming that subconscious.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit coming out great.
Almost done. Couple more spots. So where do you see yourself, bro? Like 10 years.
10 years. Um, I honestly see myself still doing this, man. Still running. Um, it's obviously so much more that you can expand on in this field. Um, but ultimately, I just want to build a strong foundation for my kids. Um, whether that's investing in real estate property, um, trying to just find different avenues to make passive income. Um, but ultimately, like, I just want to set my kids up and my legacy, um, so that, we all don't live forever, man. That's why I created the brand Legacy, bro. Like, it's the reality of life, bro. Like, when you go, what did you leave behind? How did you impact the world?
Right.
Um, and I want to be able to impact it in a way that my kids can be proud, um, my family can be proud, and I want to go knowing I did everything that I wanted to do, and I accomplished all the things that I wanted to accomplish. So I think the next 10 years is just me working towards that, by continuing to work, continuing to just one day at a time, try to be better each and every day.
I like that. I like that. How many kids you got?
And I got three. Um, my oldest, Jacoby. Um, my second is Mello, and my daughter Kai.
What's up, man? What's his like? What's his like being a father?
It's like nothing else, bro. I think that before I had kids, um, you just live so freely, because all you got to worry about is yourself. But when that moment changes, that you literally caring for another human, that's literally depending on you for everything, like physically, mentally. Um, you're growing somebody that's going to potentially grow up and groom and grow something else. So it's been rewarding, but it's also been like more conscious for me to, be the best person that I can be the best example I can be, because um, you want your kids to be good, man. You want your kids to understand life and be able to maneuver through life, and eventually be able to fend for themselves. And that's the best thing that I feel like as a father. You just have to have that discipline to, um, be able to set good examples for kids, because they very impressionable, bro. They literally, whatever you do, they follow, they see, and I think that's important, man, especially for like all the fathers and just not fathers, mothers as well. Um, we in a hard space right now. So I think being able to have that discipline, and really be able to be cognizant of what's happening in the world, but also like be able to be fun, give the kids what they need. Kids need love, man.
Right.
I feel like a lot of stuff that is going wrong in this world right now is because a lot of these kids didn't have a fair opportunity. They didn't get that love that they needed. They didn't get that passion, that sense of attention. Um, and when they get older, they look to other people for that. And sometimes it's not always the best crowd.
Right.
So
There's anything that gives them that attention and that feeling.
yeah, it's important, man, to pour into your kids. Um,
So like I don't know if that might have answered the question, but do you like what are your thoughts as far as raising a child in today's society and the way the world is now, especially with technology and
it's ve-
social media and stuff like that? Like how do you manage and maintain it?
it's very scary, especially for my oldest now, who has a phone and is open to a lot of things. It's kind of scary because you never know what comes across that screen. You're not watching them at every moment. Um, you do your best with like child locks and stuff like that. But you just really got to be present, bro. You gotta be able to, if something is wrong or if something does come across that they have questions about, you got to be able to be there to answer them and steer them in the right direction. Cause um, I ain't gonna lie, man, it is a little scary with technology because technology can raise your kid. Like my kids, I call them tablet babies. You know what I'm saying? They always got their tablets. They always watching something, singing something. And right now it's kids YouTube, and it has advanced them pretty fast. Like all of them have been able to talk at early ages, and they know so much more. But it can be scary as well because it's like that bad content can pop up just as much as that good content can. And just like even with the presidential election and all that, it's just scary to think about for the future, bro, because you're not always gonna be here to protect them from everything, bro. So
Right.
it's scary, but I think more so than anything, you just gotta live in the moment, and just try to take advantage of each opportunity that you get. My famous phrase right now is just one day at a time. Like I don't try to look too far or too deep into what's happening. I just try to take everything one day at a time.
I agree. Just have faith.
Gotta have faith.
This is a different question, but how you feel about the Trump assassination attempt? Do you think it was scripted?
I for sure think it was scripted. The laws of physics just don't make sense. Um, and then especially like with the digging that they doing, and I mean we don't know if it's true or not. We probably will never know the truth. Um, but in my personal opinion, it just seemed like very staged, even down to how he was taking pictures after it happened. He didn't look like a guy that was about to get assassinated. He just looked like this was his big moment.
But do you think, like, a part of me think it was scripted and a part of me feel like it wasn't, only to a certain extent. I think it was scripted, but because me and my barber had this talk, I think it was scripted, but probably not through Trump, though. And the only reason I say that, because how can I allow myself to be standing up there and trusting somebody with this rifle, like, about to shoot me and graze my ear? I'm not letting that fly.
Well, I've heard different stories about what hit his ear. I heard it was something that ricocheted that hit his ear. But I mean, again, we don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just Trump as a human. I just I just don't got no trust, no faith, no like the things that he say, the actions that he shows, the hate that he puts out. It's just I don't know, man. I feel like this world it needs love, man, and he's trying to divide us. Um, and I can't stand for it, man. So I might think negatively, like it could have been real. But I just felt like
I do think everything is scripted though. I
for
ain't
sure,
gonna lie.
for sure, man.
I think we living in like some Hollywood like simulation, some
It definitely be feeling like that at times, man.
everything definitely have intention.
Yeah. But we'll never know, man, unless somebody magically come out with an interview that knows everything. But who's to say that's the truth?
Pretty much done, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, this mug cold, bro.
Huh?
This mug cold.
Then I ain't go too crazy with the shading on the side. So I know we gonna add that piece. So
That's
I'm
gonna
bring
be
it together.
fire.
We just gotta find something to go right here.
I kind of want Ghostface.
That's hard. That's hard.
Just cause that's one of my favorite like movies as well. Like I'm a horror guy. I don't if any movie come out in theaters, I only go see horror movies. Like I've never been like a. I like comedies, but that's like I feel like that's an at home type of thing. Like you don't have to see that in the movie theater. Horror
I can
films,
see that.
I feel like you gotta see a horror film in a movie theater.
Yeah. The surround sound.
Surround sound, just the
Like the killer might be in the theater,
yeah,
bro. Like,
it's that art, it's that deception, bro.
that's actually the ghost face for real. How you feel about the last one?
I ain't gonna lie, that was my favorite one, bro, just because he was gangster in that movie.
Or he pulled out a
The
shotgun,
shotgun
bro.
was crazy,
I was like,
bro.
man, where the knife at? What's going on?
I like how they did that, bro.
A
He
lot of
just
people had mixed feelings about that, but I'm like, nah, like,
that's hard, bro.
yeah,
And the
it's just,
story, it was unpredictable. You know, some of the ones have been very predictable. I didn't have a clue in this one.
yeah, same. It was definitely surprising, but I feel like even him picking up the shot, he was like, this is reality. Like, if I'm a killer,
I'm trying to
but I see
kill.
a shotty and I got a knife, I'm
I'm
picking
taking
up
the
the shotgun.
shotgun, bro.
Like, regardless of what you think I'm supposed to kill you with.
Yeah, he just meant business in that shit too, man. I was a huge fan.
Is it a movie that you would like to see them make? Just a horror movie in general? Like make another one?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a James Wan fan, man. So like all the Insidiouses, the Conjurings, the Saws, like James Wan is. I think he's definitely a weird individual, but his mind on like a lot of them movies like is kind of unbelievable to me. But I would like to see them make another Conjuring. I love the Nun. The Nun was pretty good. Um, I'm kind of interested to go see this Long Legs movie. They said it was the scariest movie ever. I I don't know how it can be any scarier. Um, I ain't got a chance to see it yet, but I'm looking to go see it soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Especially like fall, man. Fall my time of year, man. I love like the haunted houses. Like everything fall just it's settling, bro.
It is. It's like it's a very comfortable like space.
That's what I think about comfort when I
Yeah.
think fall, bro.
Real homey.
Yeah.
Not too hot, not too
Weather
cold.
not too crazy. It's perfect, bro.
Able to start dressing a little bit more layers.
Yep. I love layers. I'm a hoodie vest type of guy.
All right, my brother. Check that out. Let me know what you think.
That's it.
If you hate it,
Nah,
it's too
bro.
damn bad.
Man, I
You can't do
appreciate
nothing
you, bro.
about it. Nah. Nah, what you think?
Man, this shit. I ain't gonna lie, my legs a little stiff. That shit fire, bro. Thank you for blessing me, brother.
Man, I appreciate the opportunity. That's another episode of In the Skin. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all. Panda, I appreciate you, bro.
And I appreciate you blessing me, man. I'm ecstatic with the work. Can't wait to get my ankle socks ready, you know what I'm saying? Get my legs nice and tan and show off my artwork, man.
Yeah, let's get it. You want to tell them where they can find you, social media, and every stuff?
Man, so if you want to check me out, man, I'm on Instagram, Head Panda with 2 A's. I'm also on YouTube as well, Panda Sneaker Talk. So, Sean, I appreciate you again, my brother. This is a huge blessing, man, to be able to stamp this forever, bro. And I encourage you, bro, continue doing what you're doing, man. You're doing incredible things as well, bro. Just don't stop, man. Stay consistent. And keep pushing forward, bro.
Love, likewise, bro.
Always love, brother. Always. And we out. Man, Panda here, man. I just did my episode with Sean, man, In the Skin, the podcast. It was an incredible experience. We got to touch on a lot of topics. He blessed me. I love the work. Like, unconditionally love it. But it was an amazing experience. My pain tolerance about a 4 right now. We'll see what I feel like in the morning. But I'm grateful. Thank you, Sean, for blessing me. And make sure y'all check out the episode In the Skin with Panda. Check him out.